or via WhatsApp. So this one says, I've been married for 5 years, but my husband is not here in Ghana. We used to live in the family house with his sister and brother because he said he wouldn't pay for rent again, but rather he would use the money to finish our house. Even when I was packing, his sister showed me which things to pack in our own bedroom. So here's a woman who's moved out of her husband's family home and is living in her own family home. He says the husband who is outside had traveled down and lived with her in her family home before. But her issue is that my husband's parents are deceased. Recently, he came for his car. I had an accident with it and sent his nephew to come for the house documents, which I refused. What should I do? Uh, this man that she's been married to for about 5 years is either in or out of the marriage. I'm not sure, but
Yes,
they don't live together. And
sure.
he's asking for the things that he gave her back. She's asking, what should she do?
No, the man has got no right to be asking for the things that he has given to her. There is a presumption that whatever was acquired in the course of the marriage must have been acquired for both of them, unless there's good reason to demonstrate that they intended to acquire it separately. But somewhere in the question, I find out that she was talking about he wanted them to move to their house, implying that both of them contributed to putting up the house. Or somehow, even though the man, it's always the case, may have possibly made a economic contribution. Now, the law recognizes non-economic contribution on the part of the women also. And at the end of the day, if the woman has spent all her life looking after the children of the marriage, providing all the kind of things that women are required to provide for their men, then at the end of the day, it's not a simple case of the man asking for the documents over the house. We don't know even whose name is in it. But even if it turns out that the document or that's what they call the indenture, whatever, the title deeds are in the name of the man only. Now the law can imply ownership, co-ownership on the part of the woman. So the woman just can't come for his documents. But that's just the surface. I mean, the real issue is whether they want to live together as husband and wife. And if the man has declared an intention that he does not want to marry her any longer, it is subject to the same basic rule, which is that he must find one of the grounds, first and foremost, as Martin spent a lot of time putting it, you must demonstrate to the court that, you see, I think the first point I'd like people to understand is that divorce is not yours for the asking. There is case law in this our country where both husband and wife petition and what do you call it? Petition and cross petition. Each of them wanted divorce. The court refused both of them on the basis that they failed to demonstrate that the marriage has broken down beyond reconciliation, or that one of those grounds, either of adultery, unreasonable behavior, desertion, separation for 2 years, not having lived as husband and wife for 5 years or more. I mean, they failed to prove it. You know, these the people get upset. Oh, I don't love the woman any longer. Oh, I don't love the man any longer. That's the most foolish excuse that you can ever appear before a judge in our court, because it's not for the judges to grant you divorce. You must demonstrate.
But here is a case where the woman says the man is not even given the money.
No, no, that's
So
a different matter. You sue. As for that one, you can go. We have got
okay,
a court. You
so
can go from.
legally,
Yeah, you know,
okay.
a lot of men also have got this mentality. They believe that they do the woman a favor by providing those kind of things. Please, if you've got a husband who's refusing to do that, it's got nothing to do with divorce. Bring him before the family tribunal. Get an order of the court to compare whether he loves you or he doesn't love you. The obligations are imposed by law. He cannot choose
Okay,
to love you according to how he
all right,
looks after his own children.
okay.